L-shaped plans. But after a few generations, this design was discarded. Tombs were laid out in straight lines instead. In an overcrowded valley, straight tombs took up much less real estate. For the men who actually built the tombs, each week started with tools being handed out. Scribes kept careful records of any copper tools issued. In ancient Egypt, copper was so valuable that each chisel was worth well over a month's pay.
They kept careful tabs on who had what copper. And at the beginning of the week, the chisels were weighed. And then at the end of the week, the chisels were weighed to make sure that they weren't shaving off any of the copper to sell it.
With only such basic tools to hand, tomb building relied on sheer muscle power. For the men at the rock face, conditions were tough.
Imagine dust choking the air, the humidity at 95%, the temperature as high as you could almost possibly bear, stones falling about you, and of course a foreman who, by God, is going to get a full day's work out of you or know the reason why.
Toiling under the glare of the Egyptian sun was punishing enough. But the men would find it even harder to work where there was no sunlight at all.
There is no light once you get into the mountain, so you've got to provide light of some sort. And what they had were oil lamps. You had a bowl with oil, a linen wick, and you would put some salt in it so as to avoid having smoke.